Okay, so in this tutorial I'm just going to quickly show you how to resize your image. So right now it's on my screen right here, and down here we can tell how much it's zoomed in. So right now I'm at 16.67%. If I were to bump that up to 100, by just typing that in there, we can see how big and how detailed this picture is when we zoom all the way in. Okay, so again you can zoom in and out using Control plus or minus. So I'm going to go Control minus. Here I'm at 50%, so this is half as big as it is. And again, back to our 16.67, which fits on our screen. So it's a pretty big image. If I wanted to put this on a website or something, it's really large for a website to load. With web, you kind of want it to be as quick to load as possible so it doesn't make your page lag, even with today's really fast internet connections. So the way that we can edit our image size is to go into Image Size. So right now we can see that it is over 5,000 pixels wide and about 3,500 pixels high, which is a big deal, and it's 51.3 megabytes. So that's how big that file is. So sometimes when you're uploading to websites, they have a megabyte limit or a size limit that way. This is where you can resize your image to make sure that it's under that limit as you're figuring it out. So down here is how big it is in centimeters. You can see in inches, millimeters, picas, some different stats. And so it's 72 inches by 48 inches. So that's huge. One thing that is worth noting right here is our resolution. So 72 pixels per inch. So change it to pixels per inch for this. 72 is only good if you're keeping it on a screen. Okay, so it's good and fine if you're putting it on a website, if you want to use it as your desktop background. 72 is perfect, that's great, but it's not good at all if you want to print it out. So it'll be like all pixely and blurry and weird looking when you go to print it out. So we can change that to 150, which would be good for newspapers or other like less fine detailed printing. You can change it to 150 pixels per inch, and notice how much this is changing, trying to keep it the same size and how big that is now. And even better, what you use for like when you're printing real photographs or like for yearbook or magazines, any of that kind of stuff uses 300 pixels per inch. Okay, so as you can see, we're up to almost 900 megabytes for our file size. So that is huge and completely unnecessary. We do not need to save a picture that is 72 inches wide. Like, that's huge. What is 72 divided by 12 to give you feet? I don't even know. It's like over 5 feet. So we're going to knock that down. A standard picture size is like 4 by 6. So let's type in 6 here. Yeah, there you go. 4 by 6. So now we're down to a normal file size of 6.18 megabytes. Okay, we're still 18 by 1200 pixels. But this would be good for printing it out. Okay, this will give you a 6x4 printout. And high quality because it's 300 pixels per inch. Okay, notice these links here. That is what automatically changed the other number to 4 when I typed in 6 because it's constraining the proportions. So there's these down here as well that help with that. If I was putting it on the web, I could just change this back to 72. And then it's probably best to just alter the pixels. That's usually how people who are working with screens measure things. So if you wanted it like 500 pixels wide, and again, automatically constraining, keeping it so it's not stretched weirdly, that does that way. But for printing, which is what you guys will be doing most of the time, keep in mind that you want your resolution at that 300, and you can control the height and width in your inches. So 4 by 6 for single card, 8 by 10 for our full page printouts. Okay? And there you go. It'll resize it. It'll think about it for a little while. And now this is how big it is on our screen when we're at 16.67. So if I hit my Control plus to zoom in, that's a quarter, 25%. Here's like a third of it. Okay? So you can adjust it that way.